go for a walk every morning, have your coffee right after, and think you're doing everything right. What if that coffee is sabotaging the most valuable moment of your fat-burning process without you even realizing it? It's not about coffee being the villain, it's about when it enters your body. And that detail changes everything. Most people think the problem is drinking coffee before about the walk. That it will make you dizzy, that your heart will race too much, that it's dangerous on an empty stomach. But that's not the point. The point that nobody is talking about is what happens after, that you come back home, you've finished your walk. Your body has just been through some exertion. It's in a different state than it was when you got out of bed. And it's precisely at this moment that most people make a silent mistake, without bad intentions, without realizing it, just out of habit. For many people, it is. But for others, especially those trying to lose weight or improve their metabolism, that coffee at the wrong time, in the wrong way, may be hindering a process that the body has just begun. If this has happened to you today, comment below, "I do this," and leave a like so this video reaches more people who need to know this. So let's talk about what really happens when coffee enters your system after the walk. Your body, during the walk, activates a process. It starts using fat as fuel. It's as if you've restarted an engine that was stopped. This engine doesn't stop immediately when you get home. It keeps running for a while. Now imagine that you put a different fuel in that engine right after. Coffee, depending on how you drink it, can do two completely opposite things. If you drink black coffee, without sugar, without milk, without anything, it can extend this state. It can help the body continue using fat as energy for longer. Caffeine has this effect. It signals to the body that it doesn't need to seek quick energy right now. But if you drink coffee with milk, with sugar, with sweetener, with that delicious chocolate drink, then the story changes. You've injected quick fuel into the engine. The body stops burning fat and starts using what just arrived. It's that simple. They're both right. They're just drinking completely different kinds of coffee, even without knowing it. And that goes for tea too. For decaf, for any drink you have right now, what matters is what accompanies it, not the drink itself. That's about morning cortisol. That's about insulin. That's about perfect nutrient timing. But in practice, in the real day-to-day life of someone who wakes up at 6 in the morning, puts on their sneakers and goes for a walk before anything else, the issue is much simpler than that. It's about what you put into your body right after doing something good for it. What actually happens depending on how you drink this coffee. First, the impact on hunger. Black coffee after a walk tends to curb hunger for longer. Caffeine has an appetite-suppressing effect, so if you want to extend the period without eating or arrive at breakfast with less craving, black coffee right after a walk can be a strong ally. Now, coffee with milk or sugar tends to trigger hunger sooner because the body has received a signal that food has arrived and starts asking for more. Second, energy stability. Those who drink black coffee after a walk often report a cleaner energy throughout the morning. No peak, no sudden drop. The body is in a state activated by the walk, and caffeine sustains this gradually. Those who drink sweetened coffee or coffee with a lot of milk sometimes feel that initial energy and then a slight drop, because sugar creates this cycle even in small quantities. Third, the effect on fat burning throughout the day. This is the most important and least talked about. Walking on an empty stomach or early in the morning puts the body in a favorable state to use fat as energy. This state can last. If you don't interrupt it with food or a caloric drink soon after, the body continues in this state for longer. It's not magic. It's simply not interrupting what was already working. Pure coffee doesn't interrupt it. Coffee with caloric ingredients does, without rigid rules, without impossible protocols to follow. It works like this. If your goal is to burn fat and you're not going to eat anytime soon, drink your coffee black right after your walk, No sugar, no milk, no sweetener. Let your body continue in the state that the walk activated. Wait another 30 or 40 minutes before eating anything. During that time, your body is working for you. If your goal is to have energy to face the day and you need to eat soon after, have your coffee with a light, balanced meal. Eggs, fruit, something simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. Having coffee with a meal in this context doesn't hurt, because you're already nourishing your body intentionally, consciously, and not impulsively or as an automatic habit. If you use decaf, tea, or any other beverage in place of coffee, the logic is exactly the same. What changes the game isn't the caffeine itself, it's what accompanies the drink. Pure caffeine helps extend the post-walk state. With sugar or milk, it interrupts it. The rule isn't about coffee. The rule is about not sabotaging with autopilot what you've built with effort. Small decisions made at the right time change what your body does over the next few hours. And when you repeat this every day, the result appears, not as a miracle, but as a natural consequence of understanding how your body works. Timing is not a detail. Timing is strategy. How do you feel depending on the coffee you chose? You don't need to change everything at once. Just observe. Your own body will give you the most honest answer any video could give. And look at this video that's appearing on the screen now. It perfectly complements what we've been talking about here, and it will help you take the next step.